start with photoelectric effect. So in the last class we have studied about various types of electron emission, and in that we have seen that if we have few particular metals which if light falls on them, various type of lights, if it falls on them, then electrons are ejected from that particular surface. But this kind of phenomena was actually being studied by Hallwack and Lenard around 1886 onwards. So what they have found is, suppose we have a tube, empty tube or vacuum tube. Inside that tube, suppose we have two of this anode and cathode, and in that particular they had taken it as zinc metal, right? And this was connected to a battery, and somehow there was a way to read the current. So if suppose this particular plate was made of zinc when Lenard was studying it, and when UV rays is passed through, or UV rays are thrown to this particular zinc plate, then there was a certain amount of current that was seen in this particular circuit. So at that point of time it was not known as to what it is and how it is happening. And suppose the zinc was this particular plate was given a positive potential, then the current would increase, and if the potential of this plate, positive potential, would if we increase that, then the current would start to increase more, and it would increase to a certain level, after which we won't get any kind of current. So this was the thing that was found by Hallwack and Lenard in their study of photoelectric effect. At that point of time they just knew one thing, that if certain metals are thrown with UV light, they would produce certain amount of current. So, and this current also depends on certain thing. So first thing, they found that if you give this plate a positive kind of positive polarity voltage, or if you provide with positive voltage, then there is current. If it is a positive voltage, if there is a current, means somewhere the negative particles are leaving this plate and moving towards this plate, right? Sorry, this was given a negative potential. So this would leave the plate and move towards the other plate, and as this potential was increased, we see more number of current increasing, or in the sense the more particle would leave this plate and go to other plate. And later, around 1897, when we have seen when electrons were discovered, they found in cathode ray, they found that this property of these particles that are moving are very much similar to the electron. So they Hallwack and Lenard, they have decided, or they have told that the electrons are leaving this negative plate and moving towards the positive plate, and therefore there is a current produced in this case. So this particular current depends also not only this positive potential potential, it depends also which type of frequency of the light that they were irradiating with. So he understood from here that there is a negative particle which is coming out, which later we came to know as electron, which is leaving, and this since these electrons are ejected due to the light, so these are named as photoelectron, and these photoelectrons would produce something called photoelectricity. So the current that we got, this is what was called the photoelectricity. So if you give more potential, the photoelectricity amount will increase. This photoelectric current or photoelectricity was also depending on the frequency of the light that we were using. So this was the very preliminary study that was first studied or first shown by the Lenard and Hallwack. This is the study that they have gone through, and then later there are other scientists, they came and they have studied about this, and there are many laws and many things that was developed on this photoelectric effect.
If you like the video, then press the like button, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon.